There we go. There we go. God damn it. Oh, well, the new year's off to an amazing start. I just gave you all I just gave you all the key to life. And yeah, so you can clearly see it's, you know what's funny is I was gonna make some stupid like dad joke early on and be like, oh, you know what? I haven't seen you guys in so long. It's been since like last year. It's crazy. Obviously, that was only on Thursday. But to be very honest with you, I don't know why Thursday of last week seems so far away. It's like I was like setting things up, and I was just like, wait a second, like why haven't I like why do I feel so out of practice with this? I only skipped one stream on Sunday, and I'm sorry for those of you who are hoping that we'd get a stream in. What's that called? Darkest Night and I wasn't planning on streaming because I wanted to take the day off. I wanted to enjoy. I wanted to eat food and watch movies all day, which is my usual family tradition. But obviously, I wasn't in Chicago. I wasn't in Chicago this week for that. But I wanted to celebrate remotely with them. And so then Darkest Night hit me up and he's like, "Yeah, we should do a stream tomorrow." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." I mean, I'm free in the morning. Why not? And then we ended up having like an hour-long conversation in the morning, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't feel like streaming," but we talked about, life and all that other fun stuff. So shout out to Darkest Night, good dude. But I apologize for teasing everybody with a potential stream Sunday, but it ended up working out for the better, I think, in my opinion, just to have a day to relax, just to have a day to like sit back and then wait for the town hall that was yesterday. So I definitely want to get your thoughts on it. I haven't had a chance to jump into all the comments from the video I posted last night, which was well past midnight for me. So I apologize if I was super tired or not making any coherent sense, or my voice was just completely gone. I've had a lot more music projects lately, so I need to start taking better care of my voice, because otherwise I'm just going to continue to lose it in these videos in the studio and all this. So cheers on a happy 2023. Let's go ahead and catch up with the chat. Andrew Johnston, good morning and happy new year. Dice 12, Jay Siberians, thank you so much for letting me know. I thought you were trolling me at first. What's funny is that, again, it just seemed like all the settings were off. I didn't stream that long ago. It was like 5 days ago. And then I log in here, I'm like, why am I having to like update everything? And then I adjusted the speakers so that the audio of the music and whatever I needed was coming to my headphones, but I of course never checked the microphone, which shouldn't have changed, but it did. So here we go. Gathering the Magic, good morning. How's your land hype going, dude? Yes, audio fail. I don't have any sound. Thank you. Game is down. Go play Splinter Forge. The key to life is 42. Hitchhiker's Guide to Splinterlands. Let's freaking go. Yes, that was the key. The key to life is 42. Jedi Sky Knight, it is so good to see you here. Wibble, hello. What is happening? Virus is in the house too. What is going on, guys? So clearly we this has become a maintenance stream. I didn't even realize it. I had a ton of stuff to do this morning. I was trying to stream literally an hour ago, like as my usual time, with like 9:30 in the morning for me. But I was like running around taking care of a bunch of different things. I tweeted this last night. I don't know if anybody else is feeling the same way, but last night I was like, we're only 2 days into the new year, and I feel so far behind on so much stuff that I need to do, whether it's like carryover from 2022 or just stuff that's on the docket for 2023. Oh my gosh, look, the market has actually crashed. Hive is at $0. Along with alpha packs, you can get them all 100% for free. This is amazing, guys. This is the best deal of your life. Go in and grab them while you can. They're going for 445 Hive, but you can get Hive for a sweet deal of $0. So I don't know if this is related to the maintenance, but it's really cramping the style of my stream here because I can't do anything. Let me guess, Splinter Cards is down too, right? Because that just seems like no. Well, they still got Bitcoin. See, this is why I'm a Bitcoin maxi, guys. Look, Bitcoin never goes down. DEC dead. SPS dead. Vouchers somehow still alive. Why? But why though? All right, if we were to play a game, if we were to make a bet on which coin would die the last, I wouldn't have put it on vouchers. But today, whoever bet vouchers wins, because SPS has gone to zero, DEC has gone to zero, vouchers still holding strong at 7.5 cents. They even beat out Hive. Congratulations, Hive. I mean, congratulations, vouchers. So whoever's been championing vouchers and stacking vouchers, which has not been me, you are in a fantastic position. Let's see here. Where's GLX at too? Ooh, I like the fact that the DEC supply has now increased to, or sorry, the DEC supply tracking is now at 21 days. So we can get a 3-week look at this. All right, so I don't even know what we can do with this. This makes me so frustrated and happy to see vouchers are the only things. Okay, from a technical standpoint, help me understand, guys. Why would vouchers still retain their value? What is it? How are they designed so differently than DEC and SPS? The only thing that I can think of is the fact that they are not bridged out to Ethereum and Binance. But if anything, being bridged out to Binance and Ethereum when Hive goes down, like it seems like it is now, would mean that vouchers should be at zero, while this should be pulling in value from, Binance and Ethereum. I mean, now I'm curious. Maybe I am streaming during the collapse of the world. That'd be kind of crazy to see my reaction live. It's not the collapse of the world. Bitcoin's still around. That's the only one that matters. But let's see where's DEC at. Ooh, we're up 1.1% today. Hello. I'm holding a lot of DEC. I was really, really hoping for a pump on DEC, because I usually like to take my ice cream money out of the game on Mondays, but I figured I'd wait another day for the town hall, and the town hall hype did not pump DEC the way that I was hoping it would, so that I could dump on that pump. Dump on that pump. Dump. Ooh, that's a Holy Auto Tuna song right there. Dump on that pump. That, what is that? What is that song? I think it's like Nuck If You Buck, right? I might be getting it wrong. Nuck If You Buck. So we'll do a cover of that song. I'm gonna dump when you pump. Dump when you pump. All right, so let's see, where are we at? I'm just having a good time. I hope you guys are feeling it as well, because I have no idea what's gonna happen with this stream. We already started off on a terrible we already started off on the wrong foot. So you can clearly see that I just give 0 F's right now on wherever this stream goes from here. So picked up my 4th plot. Congratulations, D-Crops. I got one of your gifts. I'm so glad to hear that. You know what? Let's go to a game that is operational at the moment. I'm so curious. Maybe we'll get some gifts to open up here. I've been really 5 unopened gifts from Chef Tony, Forky KW. Dude, I got 2 golden tickets in my gifts. That was crazy. Also, for folks who are playing D-Crops, did you see what's in the raffle prizes? Like, why wouldn't I give... I mean, I don't know how many points there's going to be, but why wouldn't I give presents away? Because I would be happy with either of these. Somebody bought all the Christmas trees already, so I'm a little... Oh my God, somebody bought all the beta packs too? Shut the front door. Come on now. All right. Well, let's go back to a website that does work. So we'll go back to CoinGecko for now. Okay. Free land, gimme. Oh yeah. I mean, if you can go and grab it, why not? Voucher hype. I've been stacking. All right, it's not real voucher hype, guys. Chill. If you didn't understand what I was getting at. All right, what's up? Hi, Baron. It's so good to see you. How are you, Baron? Baron, I'm going to be in Chicago this weekend again. I know I've been doing a lot of back and forth flying, but I'm coming up for a wedding, so I don't know if I'll be able to sneak away from it. Okay, so vouchers will retain value because of the future low-cost syncs, future promos, future packs before land. I think vouchers are only staying there because of DECV. Oh no, what? Okay, what I was trying to get at wasn't okay. So I'm not talking about the actual market for folks. What I'm trying to understand is when we look at a website like Splinter Cards, like clearly the Hive node or whatever engine witness is down. Oh, it's not down anymore. But a couple minutes ago, you saw that it was down and it wasn't pulling in the DEC price. It wasn't pulling in the SPS price or the Hive price. It was only pulling in vouchers. So I just want to know how vouchers are different from DEC, SPS, and Hive. That's what I was getting at. Like mechanically or technically, how are they created differently? But you guys are all giving great feedback here for why vouchers will stay at 7 cents, pathetically at 7 cents. We'll end up seeing what is going to be the cost. They said like 50 vouchers for. What was it again? It's like 50 vouchers for like 1,000 DECB or something like that. Maybe it's you, Sound. I'm seeing Hive. Maybe it was me. Pretty sure I heard Matt say last night that land potions could be bought with vouchers. Yes, I did hear that too. Damn, I need to go back and listen to the town hall again. So usually when I do my 5 biggest takeaways, I will listen to it once, regular speed, and then I'll listen to it again, kind of like faster, just because I like to get the information twice. But there was a lot in there, guys. There was a lot in there. I don't know. How are you guys feeling afterwards? I'm feeling actually a little bullish. I was not feeling good before the town hall began. Like this weekend, this past week, it's funny because like literally this past week has felt so long for me. But I made a video. Remember, I was still in Chicago at the time, coming out of like Christmas, and I was like, this week is going to be a very long week, and it's going to be rough. There's going to be a lot of there's going to be no development. There's going to be nothing there. Everybody's off for the holidays. And I still succumbed to that. I was just having really, really negative conversations about the game with a lot of people. So I don't know. It's just, I was feeling really down about things overall. But I don't know. Yesterday was good. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, we're going to do some cool stuff and break some stuff, town hall. But it was practical. And here's the crazy thing too. I don't know that we're ever going to get one of those like town halls again. Like the pure hype and FOMO and euphoria that we got 2 years ago now, right? Or 18 months ago. And then that we got like starting in August. We were at a time where we were starved for something, right? We were starved for anything. And we were promised this whole summer of Splinterlands. We got the ranked rewards update, which was cool. We got the node license sale, which was cool. We got the what's that called? We got modern format, which was cool. And then we turned the corner into like the end of summer, right? So August rolls around, and I think it was in August when they revealed GLX or the GLS partnership. They revealed like Rift Watchers is coming. Splinterfest was around the corner. There was like all this stuff happening, all these like pre-sales, all these events, all these like things that were happening. And it just felt like even in a bear market, we had this major euphoria, this major kind of hype within the community that clearly died after that, right? Clearly died. The community turned very much so after what's that called? I'd say after the Rift Watchers proposal, but then that was followed by the layoffs, which was just like another gut punch. And then, December was just a rough month because we knew that development was going to be slow. They did deliver all the stuff that they were trying to deliver in December outside of land, of course, or land phase 1, I should say. But we're here now. And as I was, what I'm getting to is like, a lot of people have left the game. The optimism that remains, like mine, I feel like is very cautious optimism, right? It's not a like, oh my God, this is going to be crazy, we're going to the moon. I think the bear market has finally hit the Splinterlands community. We were so shielded from it. Even though token values were falling, asset values were falling, all of last year, there was just so much hype. There was so much FOMO. There was so many cool things happening, right? And then as soon as they were done, we hit a wall, just like that. We hit a wall, and it became like community turned. The company was forced to kind of let people go and show, where things were really at, right? And you can see the salt that's everywhere, right? Including probably on this channel, as I'm sure some people have accused me of. So the market has definitely, like, the bear market has definitely been felt now by the community. And so I'm not saying that we're at the bottom. In fact, it's funny because I don't feel like we're at the bottom. I think Splinterlands is just starting to feel it now. Yet at the same time, I'm excited for the company to continue building. I think there's going to be a lot of difficult moments and difficult periods of time, even within Q1. But there's a lot of really cool stuff happening. And, I think what the team can do to alleviate some of the negative sentiment that's out there is really try to engage the community. So I'm really excited about this new like community representative proposal thing. I think that's going to be great. I don't know how it's going to be set up, but I think the community feeling like they're getting their voice heard would be fantastic. There's so many brilliant people out here. And so, I want those ideas to be getting into the right ears, rather than being lost in the comment section of these videos or, in Discord somewhere. Okay. So that was a long rant. Let's move on. By the time I got my first golden ticket, all Xmas trees were gone. Yeah. I mean, I would have loved the tree, but that's kind of why I want to go for the raffle prizes now. So we'll see. But you know what I would love to see, JB? I want to know how many gifts have been given. That's the question. I don't know if there's a place where we can see that, because how many gifts was it? Like, or how many things are in there? Like, if I don't have a chance of getting anything, then it's kind of a waste, right? But there's 200, 300, 340, 365. If there's less than 365 raffle entries, I am totally going in. Like, why not? Why wouldn't I? Didn't he say for like 50 vouchers? Yeah, you know what? That'll be good for me to go back and find where in the town hall it is. Yeah, when you use DECB, if you can meet up, let me know. Yeah, I came right after that. No, you're good. I don't think so, man. I would really love to meet up with you guys, just because it sucked that I didn't get to catch you. I'm flying in late Wednesday, tomorrow. Holy crap, it's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm flying in tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm hanging with family pretty much all day. I think I'm gonna try and sneak a stream in at least. And then Friday and Saturday are all like wedding stuff, and then I fly back Sunday. So, sorry to get your hopes up. Good morning. I think one voucher was 200 DECB. Ooh, okay, yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. If the people ask you to be on the proposal council thing, are you going to do it? No, I don't want to do it. I think there are better people than me for that. Let me put it this way. There's like, I'm still technically a team member, right? At least they haven't changed my name to non-green in the thing. And there's some stuff that, like music stuff, that they reached out to me to do. So hopefully that, actually, let me make sure they got whatever I sent them last night. Thanks for reminding me, guys. Okay, well, we'll see. But no, because I am, I guess, technically a team member, I feel like I don't know. To me, it just feels like there's a weird conflict of interest there. I saw some of the conversation in Discord for, like, some people were kind enough to mention my name, and I do appreciate that. So I don't want to think that I'm just like poo-pooing on it. But there was also a lot of sentiment saying that, like, content creators shouldn't, and I don't necessarily understand why people are against content creators. But I also kind of agree with it. It's like, I don't know why they don't want content creators, but somebody mentioned like a journalist thing, and I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think there's really awesome folks. Dave McCoy probably would be one of the people at the top of my list. And what I would love to do is not be part of the council, but I want to use this platform, this channel, to crowdsource initial ideas that we can then take to someone like Dave or whoever is running the thing, and then just point to like the sentiment, right? Like make a video that says like, let's brainstorm the best ideas for such and such. And then if we come together as a community, again, a sub community, right, to find some cool ideas, we can pass that on to the broader community. But I think that's where, every content creator has their own kind of like flavor and perspective on how they're viewing things. And so, in a way they can like engage their different sub communities, which of course there's a lot of overlap, but then take that to somebody who isn't trying to make content, you know what I mean, or who isn't on the team. So I appreciate the question, Virus, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like too many conflicts of interest there for me. But I love the idea, and I would love for for people to really get engaged with it, and I would get very much engaged with it. I think that if we can find somebody who can become super involved with the community and put stuff out there, I would love to work with them to help get some cool stuff proposed. New Year's greeting to you too, Merlin's Matrix. How are you? All right, so Chris West, what's going on? The bear market is long and full of terrors. The new splinter is coming. Good morning, Daniel. What's going on? I hope everyone had a great New Year and holiday season. Yeah, it's kind of weird to think that like the holidays are just over, just like that. But here we are. Hope with the community we can get our SPS and liquid again. Hope we can get our SPS and liquid again staked. It's just the worst for everyone. Sorry, Tilly Tots. What do you mean by that? And liquid again staked is just the worst for everyone. Can you explain that? I want to make sure I understand. Splinterlands have become really stale lately. I'm just waiting for the Dragon Summoner airdrop. And depending on the standing of the game, I might just exit. Really, Harris? Okay. So Baron, thank you for the suggestion. Passed it on to Luthien, who, hey, what's up, Luthien? Who then reached out to me and said that I should like do exit interviews with people who are leaving the game. I mean, I would love to. If you've ever seen like a lot of the salty comments, I mean, sometimes I get salty back, but a lot of times I'm just trying to understand like where people are at. Like why would people be exiting the game? So Harris, for you, if you're willing to answer the question now, why would you? Okay, when exit the game is very specific, right? And very extreme versus just like letting a bot run your account or renting your cards out. You know what I mean? So I think we'd have to define what exit means versus just like I don't know what the term is, just like becoming like disengaged but still holding your assets, right? Like I don't know. That's one of the cool things about Splinterlands in many ways is that like you could just let your bot run. You could just rent your cards out with something like Rankle or Mersplex, and over time you should be able to acquire and accrue more assets. But I still feel there would need to be some kind of active management at some point. So what's up, Fun for All? You're still here? Amazing. All right, so Luthien, SPS as liquid again. Get our SPS as liquid again. Staked is just the worst. Gotcha. Okay. Exit interview would be funny. Unique clearance from ultrasound. No. I mean, I like again. I just want to understand like where people are at. Because so, for example, right, and I'll speak about our guild. Hopefully, this isn't like revealing any sensitive information. I'm not going to mention any specific names, but there are a lot of high-profile players in my guild that are essentially like stepping away from the game, right? They've sold off a lot of their assets. They're keeping some. They may run a bot. They may rent cards out, but a lot of them have mentioned that there are better-looking projects out there. And so, while Splinterlands seems cool and has the potential to do some awesome things in the future, they would rather take the capital that they have in the game and put it into a project that they can get a 20x, a 30x from in the future, for example, right? So I thought that was interesting. And at this point in time for Splinterlands, or let's talk about SPS for example. For SPS to go back to $1 would be a 40x, which is not out of the question, but it's also kind of ridiculous. Like we would have to, like we'd have to get into a crazy global macro environment again, and I don't necessarily see that for a couple of years. One thing that Aggie keeps on saying, which again, he's chief FOMO officer, but I don't want to say that I tune it out, but it's like he wasn't even trying to hype the game up or the assets within the game. He was just saying that he feels like the bear 2022 was awful, and 2023 we're going to be back into a bull run. It's like not that I'm saying like it's irresponsible to say that. It's like, sure, I technically believe the same thing, right? I technically believe the same thing, that we are going to bottom out in 2023. My hope is that interest rates and inflation stabilize by the middle of this year and we reach a bottom, which technically then becomes the start of the next bull market, right? But that also probably means like 10 to 12K Bitcoin if we end up going that low. And who knows, other assets could, we could do another 50% retracement on SPS from here, right? In fact, I mean, everybody thinks that we're going to drop below a penny on SPS. I think the longer that this drags on, obviously, yes, of course, SPS, everything will go to zero, right? Like that's just, projects die in bear markets. So that's what they are designed to do. And anybody who thinks that Splinterlands is immune from this because they've survived bear markets before, I think is being incredibly naive. Now, again, I'm just trying to state risk because that's what it is, right? Like I don't personally think that Splinterlands will go down, but again, the bear market like truly hits when a company you didn't expect to go under goes under, right? So I very much respect and admire the fact that the team tries to be as open and transparent as possible. I mean, they're talking about their runway in a public forum, right? Like they're talking about how much money they have left to keep the game alive. And so, I think the community is and can be very resilient. And I think more transparency and accountability from the team is going to be a good thing overall. It's not that I want the team to like leverage the community to save themselves, right? There was something really funny about like the sale, and if you got involved in the YGG sale and you joined the Discord, for example, I think Josie B, whoever set up the Discord, like named it like "Let's Save Splinterlands." And again, this is not to throw shade at her or that whole movie. They did a phenomenal job, but it was just that mentality of if the team becomes almost excuse me guys, if the team becomes almost like too honest with us, where do we get to a point where you'd have very committed community members that will do whatever it takes to try to keep this thing running for as long as possible and to survive as long as possible until we can get to better market conditions. So again, I found that sentiment interesting. I don't think that Josie B is the only one. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like what I wouldn't want is for the team to leverage the community's willingness, right? Like at this point in time, they're not there yet, but there's a lot of really passionate community members that have a lot of capital tied up in this game. And so we are all very much within our own self-interest to make sure this thing succeeds, because I don't want my assets to go to zero. So I think taking this, circling back, the community proposal, community committee is a very solid step in the right direction right now, so that we can hopefully feel like our voices are being heard. Also, I didn't realize early on, if you guys saw the chat that I had with Foye, the live stream on Thursday, God, it really feels like a lifetime ago. It actually feels legitimately like a year ago, even though it was just 5 days. So yeah, I don't even know where I was going with this. So I'm going to stop rambling because I see a lot of comments rolling in. So let's catch up. Excuse me, guys. Man, this is going to suck because I I was like doing vocals late last night. Now I have another vocal section today, and I'm losing my voice already. Why does the interview be funny? All right, so here's the same. I'm currently giving my bots a chance. I have 4 bots at the moment, 1 gold, diamond, and 3 silver. Seems like silver is going to be the sweet spot. Part of me was like, oh, I should set up a bot, I should set up a bot farm now. Now's the time to do it. Can't wait for the new soulbound cards. Me too. I'm excited for the change in the meta. I heard many people complain about the value of DEC and SPS, and they want the team to do something to change this. I think we should just wait. We need more functionality and more users. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, I fundamentally believe that there's no feature within this game that's going to attract new players. There's just none. Like, nothing. No feature is going to attract new players. What attracts... Jesus, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just... What attracts new players is earnings in a play-to-earn game. We're not going to outcompete MTG Arena, Hearthstone, Marvel Snap on features. It's just not going to happen. We don't have the resources for it. So I think there should be a heavy focus on the economy. And I know people are against that because they want game features, but I think both should be done concurrently. And I know they spent probably more time last year on game economy than they did on features. So hopefully in 2023, there will be a more balanced approach to making sure that features are delivered while still focusing on the importance of the economy and getting SPS up. I think I'm gonna have to cut this stream short. God, I keep losing my voice. Oh my goodness. I apologize once again. Again, this New Year's off to a terrible start, seems. Not change anything for immediate gratification. I don't think that we should wait. I think for the people saying that the team should just focus on features and let the market do what the market will do with the assets in the game, or specifically the token prices, I will tell you right now that if the team doesn't focus on that and they allow asset prices to bleed out until land comes out later this year, there will be no game. Because people will continue to leave. That's just my personal belief. Because there's no asset within this game that people are going to play for just to play for. I mean, you're going to get a small subset of the community, but if there's no new money coming in, if there's no new interest coming in, the company will die. And this is not a Ponzi scheme mechanic where like, oh, we need more and more money to come in. This is literally a business that needs operating revenue to keep delivering features. And so that operating revenue comes in from new people coming in, spending money on packs, or current people coming in, spending money on packs and other things that deliver revenue so that the team can pay their developers to keep bringing us cool stuff. Honestly, I don't think things will get better this year, maybe next year. Damn, Luthien's a bear. Luthien the bear. Yep, I'm giving the team 3 months to turn things around. I'm hoping they do. Right now, I would feel better off selling all my cards and just buy GLX stake in and let it ride. Oh, look, Kazrak is a bear too. We might see light in 2024. So I'm really trying to parallel this to the 2017 cycle. 2018. We popped off in 2017, similar to 2021. 2018 feels in spirit very similar to 2022, where there was a lot of hope that the run wasn't done yet and that we were just on an extended dip and all this. And the U.S. government, or the Fed started raising interest rates in 2018, I believe, that culminated to I believe it topped out in December of 2018. Now, we didn't top out in December of 2022. It sounds like the Fed is still committed to raising interest rates until inflation is a little bit more under control. But again, it feels in spirit. So I'm trying to remember what 2019 feels like. And here's the funny thing. I don't remember what 2019 feels like because I fully checked out by that point. And so now I am seeing a lot of folks like Harris, right? Now, this is not to call you out or anything, Harris, or say it's bad, but like Harris, like my guildmates, like other folks that are checking out, right? They're just going to leave their assets to do whatever, or they're going to do something else, or go explore other projects, or maybe just focus on life because the market is down and will continue to go down for the time being. But I checked out in 2019. I checked out for about a year and a half. And my life was more exciting at that time. I was moving from across the country from Chicago to LA. There's just a lot of other really, fun like life things that allowed me to not focus so much on crypto. And I wasn't as into it as I was now, right? It was very much an enthusiast. Whereas I wasn't, having conversations with people 3 times a week like I do with these live streams and making content for it. So it seems like 2023 can be similar to 2019. So to Kazrak and Luthian's point, I unfortunately can't disagree that it's a year of just surviving, because 2020 then became very interesting. And I got in just after the summer of 2020. So I re-engaged myself after the summer of 2020. I knew that the Bitcoin halving was happening. And with the Bitcoin halving, there was also what people called DeFi summer. And, a lot of DeFi protocols popped off in summer of 2020. And then they really hit their stride in 2021. So my thought process, if we're going to parallel this in any specific way, again, I don't know if gaming is going to be the narrative, but it could be, right? It could be, or at least a part of it, where you're going to have a lot of projects that continue to build now or that launch this year that don't have the baggage of, their asset prices being down. This is the biggest risk for Splinterlands, I think. They don't have the baggage of their assets being down, 90 something percent. They don't have people complaining on Discord about that. They're just fresh. They're full of ideas. They're full of hope, right? Not hopium, but hope of just where things can go in the future. And if they start to build, if they start to catch momentum, they could be the ones that ride a potential gaming Web3 wave following the Bitcoin halving in 2024. And that could lead then to a broader, not global macro, but potentially crypto run if Bitcoin decides to do what it usually does after a halving, which is, I think usually tops out within the next 12 to 18 months. So that would be mid 2025 to end of 2025, roughly. Damn, it seems so far away. I want to make boatloads of money now. I don't want to wait 2 years. And if I have to wait 2 years, then make a better game, which they're doing. So, we're all so impatient. I'm not sure about soulbound cards, especially when they become unsoulbound after. Bots will just farm them and not use those cards until the cards become available to sell. Defeats the purpose. Here's the thing though. I actually like the idea of burning the amount of DEC required, or burning the amount of DEC that is equivalent to the burn rate of the card. I think if they're forced to do that, I'm totally cool with it. Because here's the thing, the market will play an important role with this state of survival, right? Let's say all of these bot farms continue to farm the cards for future players, right? That won't be here. I think this could actually be a very good thing, because then the bots will have to make a decision in the future. If the card values are higher, right? If the card values are higher than the burn rate, and again, the burn rate is going to be very tiny, right? For a common card, it's 5 DEC, which at PEG hopefully will be within a year, is half a penny. So it's not fantastic, but it's like doing something for the economy before they go out, right? So they'll have to burn the DEC, and at that point, hopefully, if DEC is at PEG, they'll have to burn some SPS to get the DEC to then burn. And those cards would then need to be above half a penny, or, for legendaries, they would need to be above 50 cents, right? For them to make sense. So, think about it that way. They would have to put the investment up front. Let's look at legendaries only, because I think it's just easier to legendaries are just easier to conceptualize, right? So if they farm legendary cards and they have just a bunch of like 1BCX legendary cards, what they're going to do then is they'll be required to spend 500 DEC, which is equivalent to 50 cents at peg. So therefore, the cards would the legendary cards would then have a floor of 50 cents, which right now we've seen them well above the 50 cent range, but they would have to have a floor above that. And for the effort required, there'd be a couple of things. The price above 50 cents would then be the margin created, right? That would be the profit that the bot farm would take. So they would have to go in, invest 50 cents to unlock the card, and then they would have to make sure that the demand for this card exists at a price above 50 cents. Now, if the market is slow like it is now, they may not unlock it right away, right? Think about all the cards that are trading for like half a penny right now, or for a penny on the rewards cards. Like, I don't know that the bot farms would choose to just dump them on the market like that, because they have to pay the upfront cost, and they're not sure of when the demand will come in, right? So again, I think they would only then get dumped on the market when the demand starts to come in, which could be great for newer players coming in, because they'll need those cards and they'll have availability. All right, there's a lot of chat here, so let me try to catch up, because I'm now 15 minutes behind. All right, the market rarely goes the way people expect. I think this year will slowly drift higher, and 24 will be great. I hope so, Gather the Magic. Everybody's super negative right now, myself included. Like when I think about, Gold Matters and I were going back and forth about this on Twitter a couple days ago, I think. But he was saying like, capitulation is happening now. And I was like, it's hard to disagree with him, because I only see roadblocks. I only see down, right? I don't see up yet. And so I'm trying to catch myself. I'm trying to like bird's eye view my own thinking and be like, well, if I think that means we're probably capitulating, right? If all the conversations that I'm having are, I'm selling a bunch of assets, then, maybe we're there. If I'm selling my SPS every day, I sell my SPS and my vouchers every single day, and it makes me so happy. Maybe we're there. Who knows? So I agree, State of Survival. I worry that soulbound cards will just become another faucet of DEC for bots. Well, here's the thing. They won't be a faucet of DEC if you require the burn rate, Luthien, right? So if somebody has to pay the burn rate, and then somebody's going to buy the card and then burn it, it's the DEC amount stays the same. So I really think it was Aggie's idea. I really like that idea. So hopefully it we can get that. All right, so we should do a staggered approach. Release one card per month. After that month, the card is no longer available for reward. Well, there should definitely be stuff coming every month, and I think the Battle Pass can do something towards that. But oddly enough, we didn't hear anything about a Battle Pass at all yesterday. So exactly, ideas are great, but they don't solve the problems. Valvilla, it's great to hear aggro thinking of getting DEC staked or burned first. Yes, I agree. That made me really happy. Excuse me. All right. If done right, soulbound workers could actually be a sink instead of a faucet. Make them only tradable, transferable if you charge them with DEC. Yeah, actually, this is a fantastic way to approach it, because once again, think about it this way. Okay, who's going to want these reward cards later? Who's going to want them unlocked? New players. So who are the players then that are going to unlock them to sell them at a higher than burn rate price? We, or the bot farms. So we would actually then pay, right? Keep in mind, we would burn DEC to then give it to somebody else who wants the card not to burn it themselves, but to keep it, right? So it could actually be an incredible sink for the game. I'm getting more and more bullish. Ooh, I'm getting excited about these soulbound reward cards. Let's do it. I'm feeling hype. To be clear, Harris is saying, I'm not expecting a miracle in 3 months. People in the community is losing faith in the game. And this game is alive because of the community. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's expecting miracles, but I do want to see some cool stuff. I do want to see some kind of progress. For me, the biggest problem this game has is bots. It has become a game of who can code the best bot and not a game about skill. It's frustrating. Dang, I didn't know Luthien was so anti-bot. How does that make you feel about your Archmage token, Luthien? Asking genuinely. No, I'm not trying to troll. But yeah, I agree. Bots, the bot farms, I think aren't great in terms of like farming rewards, but I hope the team has been taking certain actions towards that, just not enough and not fast enough, in my opinion. It's the anti-competitive bots in tournaments. And the problem is like, we can't do anything about that because all of the biggest stakeholders in the game are benefiting. All the people with private bots at the highest levels and the highest guilds, right, are taking advantage of this. So here's the thing. We can't even boycott tournaments because it doesn't do jack, right? If we boycott tournaments, all it does is it makes it easier for all of these top accounts to farm more SPS, which is a problem. And this is why I was all about like, we need to build something parallel. We need to, pull money out of the system, put it into somewhere else that can be more aligned and not anti-competitive. But I agree with you on the high level bots. I think that's a problem. And I think Weirdbeard feels the same way. And I hope that whenever he finds or sees a roadblock, he runs through it like it's a brick wall. That wasn't the best analogy, but you know what I'm saying. Not to mention the bot farms. Yesterday on Town Hall, someone said in the comments that the largest bot farm owner owns something like 30% of current reward cards. That's a huge problem. Yeah. Hearthstone did not really have any other features I can't talk. Go see BG. It's good to see you though. First 5 years or so. So why not? They just need to focus on the most desirable and logical ones. I've never played Hearthstone, so I know I talk about it a lot here, but I just assume it's like Magic the Gathering. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm ready for tower defense to pass sometime between updates. Yeah, I just hope tower defense doesn't get delayed more. Baron is saying, Baron wrote a lot here. All right, so the thing that makes me the most bearish is the unwillingness to acknowledge a major issue and handle it straight on. There is such a pushback around it. They can't understand the ask. Why we're not asking for opponents to decide who and who can't play. We're asking to level the playing field by having everyone play the same way. The how, not the who. Turning off the battle API levels the playing field by defining how everyone plays and isn't discriminating who can play. I'm sure it's not as simple as it once was to turn it off, but I don't see why it's not possible. There seems to be either fundamental misunderstanding of the ask or an unwillingness to understand. Okay. Matt said something yesterday which sounded like it was out of frustration, but it really caught me off guard. Because he was talking about like, we're trying to build a decentralized game. He was responding to the whole bot thing. And then he kind of just like, again, I may be reading into it, but for anybody else that watched the town hall, maybe you can back me up on this. But it was kind of like a throw your hands up in the moment and say, like, if the community really wants a proposal, right? If the community really wants a proposal for this and decide who and who can't play, then that's what the community wants. That's kind of how he said it, right? Which is kind of how I heard it. And so that to me was like, all right, well, we need to get this like community proposal thing going, because if there is a movement to define how the API works, then I'm all for it. Here's the thing, and I think you're being absolutely right on this. So let's get bearish for a moment. Let's put our tinfoil hats on for a moment. I understand what Matt and Agro are trying to build with their whole decentralized thing, right? But what's interesting is if it's decentralized, then the community should get to decide, right? So in a way, here's the thing, right? Like they want to create a game in which there is no entity that can say who or what is allowed to play. And I understand. I think that's a great notion. But then it becomes a question of like, where on the spectrum of like decentralization is this? Because to your point, it's not discriminating in many ways, and it's still decentralized, because if the SPS stakeholders decide that this is how they want the game to operate, then shouldn't that be respected by the team, right? So I can understand if it's just people in the community that are, crying about this, and they've been crying about it for a while, and the team just kind of waves it off. But if this is something that the community wants, and they vote with their SPS to say, yeah, we're tired of this. We want something better. I don't know that the team should be getting in the way of it. And I don't know that the team's kind of like romanticized ideological approach should be getting in the way of it, right? I think there's a way to find a common ground. And I'm not smart enough to think of it, but we got Tails in the house too. Tails, Baron. Ooh, Brandon's here too. All of you guys are way smarter than me. You guys should figure it out and then become. Ooh, Brandon, you should be a ambassador for the community. I would vote for you, Brandon. Yabba did seem to miss the point, but there are bots which can ride on top of the browser UI and mimic a person using browser battle access battles. Again, and Yabba's brought this up before, right? It's just a cat and mouse game. So you put something out there and bots will just find a way around it. And I don't disagree that that's the case, but it's like using that as the argument to then take no action. I don't know how I feel about it, because I do fundamentally agree with where they're trying to go and to have like the first decentralized game. But if your top players are complaining about this, like if the people in the community that like, let me put it this way, like Luthien just expressed anti-bot, Tails has expressed anti-bot, I'm sure Bulldog and many others have expressed anti-bot. I've tried to remain bot neutral as much as possible, but my point in bringing all those names up is not to call them out specifically, but to say like, here are people who literally take their precious time out of their day, right, to create content about this game. And they're saying that this is a major problem, and they're hearing it from their sub communities. I think to me that speaks volumes, right? Like the conversation should be had, and to Baron's point, it should be addressed straight on or head on, rather than there being like this kind of blind pushback of, no, we want decentralization. Trust me, I want decentralization too. I think having a decentralized game is fantastic. But that doesn't mean that the entire game needs to be decentralized. There can be aspects of it that are decentralized. I would love 2 game modes right now. I would vote with my SPS to have there be ranked play that is bots, whatever, and then non-ranked play that is KYC'd. Like government knows exactly who you are, where you live. The team knows exactly where you are, who you live, how you're operating within the game, and it's just super controlled. But if I can go there, because I'm doxing myself, right? I'm doxed, and I'm willing to play in that environment, and I know that everybody else that's willing to play in that environment is following the same rules as me, and there's no advantages, I'd move over there. The bots can have their reward pool. We'll just split everything in half, and then I would move over to the other side. And so, that to me seems like a fair compromise. And I am actually even willing, I put this question out before, but if there were 2 ranked modes, one which was like non-KYC decentralized, which again, I think is important. The game should always have that available. But if you were to have another option, right? If you were to have another game mode that was KYC, like fully fair playing field, but you only got 10% of the rewards. Or let's say like, the way that the current reward pool is like 7.5 million per month. If you could have 90% go to the decentralized and 10% over to the centralized version, how many people would go and start playing the centralized version? I would, even for the lower rewards. I would, because then I would know that the anti-competitiveness has been removed from the game. I would know that a lot of the fishy stuff, whatever, has been removed from the game. And I'm going to start seeing a lot of players that I want to play against, right? And that, it becomes about the game at that point. And I'll do it for 10% of the rewards. But that's just me. Yes, it's a possibility. There are controls for that too. Hey, GTL, I've been enjoying Splinter Forge, good call. Well, I guess I need to jump into Splinter Forge now. Wibble, maintenance is done. Good luck with the airdrops. Nice. I did not get any gold immortals. 13 regulars. Hey, at least you got a max version. I'm expecting 2. I think I used up all my luck with Possibilis. And I agree with Baron. There are ways to control Selenium headless automation, but it would not be required day 1 to stop bot farms. It would not appear to be it. Yeah. What'd you guys think of Aggie and Matt saying that they don't run bots currently? To further harden. All right, it's fun. Pays and Forge, which is the same price as DEC now. The game can be good. Rarely discussed DEC sync. There needs to be a deep dive kind of conversation with the devs around this, not 2 minutes responses to the questions. Yeah, well, let's hope the community can get set up and do all of that jazz. All right, if you've got a massive water leak in your home, how do you stop the flooding? Cut at the main valve and fix the leak in the pipe. It's a good metaphor. Just want to share a story. I recently played Dragon Ball Legends. Mobile game graphics really good. It's not play to earn, but in 2 weeks, I spent over 500 USD in the game because it was fun. I think fundamentally, though, Harris, I think it's going to be a while for the play to earn stench to leave this space. I think it's going to be a while for the game features to be so good in any of these play to earn games that people come in and spend money because they want to get the enjoyment out of it. They have zero expectation, right? And I don't know, like I look at a game like Illuvium, which I'm not following, but you know, it looks pretty, it looks cool. It's like got a Pokemon vibe to it, and I'm just like, yeah, that could pull in like the Web2 crowd that doesn't care. Like that, yeah, they want the ability to own their assets, but you know, they don't have the like play to earn stench, we'll call it. Airdrop is ready. Amazing. All right, so it seems like they're out of maintenance. I fully expect 2023 to still be a bear market. Shopboy, are you new here? I don't recognize your name. I just want to say welcome. In crypto, but also on the stock market, world events need to shift for things to change. However, I'm not negative about this. Yeah, I mean, I'm just being hopeful and optimistic that we find a bottom by the middle of the year. Here's like my wish list for 2023, first 6 months. I hope that inflation, the numbers for December come down quite a bit. I'm hopeful that once we do get to 5% interest rates here in the US, they stop or slow down or even maybe reverse pivot. It's not number 3. I don't want anything to break because that causes a lot of panic and heartbreak and pain in the economy. But that could also be a faster way to get through a bear market, right? Because once something breaks and the Fed needs to pivot and print money or do whatever, they have a reason to change the direction that they're heading, which is down only right now. And then number 4, and actually I probably should start with this, but I hope the conflict in Ukraine, the war comes to an end, so that, you know, we can, obviously for obvious reasons when it comes to war, but it's just causing a lot of other tensions and constraints within supply chains and markets and all that right now. So if we can get that within the first 6 months of the year, I am optimistic that we would find a bottom sometime over the summer. You can check your airdrop. Wish me luck. Good luck, guys. Yes, I agree, Baron, but there appears to be a lack of engagement or desire to do so. Unlike the ECB, it is disheartening. 6 regular foil and 2 gold foil on the airdrop. Hell yeah, let's go. As long as Splinterland survives, we will eventually hit a bull market. Yeah, that's what I keep saying too. But I am haunted by so many. I should say that I'm haunted, but I've walked through so many graveyards of tokens that pumped in 2017 that did not do anything in 2021. And my fear is that if Splinterlands cannot position themselves in a good place, that surviving won't be enough, because other games are going to come in and steal the spotlight. Agree, Baron. I've been looking a bit into the API stuff, and it's not as easy as shutting it down. Would take a creative dev effort. I would love to get all of you dev guys into a conversation and actually figure this out and then present it to the team. Congrats, 2,700 eligible packs. Damn, Harris, you bought 2,700 packs. That's amazing. Just 7 regular foils? Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. Just changed my SPL avatar to my Rooney. Wait, how far behind am I on chat? Oh, I'm still 15 minutes. All right. Need to keep soulbound cards unlockable and always available forever. Yeah, I mean, I'm coming around very much on the soulbound reward card idea, as long as they're unlockable. All right, I don't think turning off the battle API is as simple as basically no effort change. There will be ripples, but it does seem to address most of the issues. Tradable. D-Tough, the champ is in the house. Guys, the best player in Splinterlands is here. Guys, the best player in Splinterlands is here right now, gracing us with his presence. D-Tough, what is happening? Good to see you. I've had scholars on my account, not running Archmage. I started playing again on my account myself, but kept getting crushed by bots and got frustrated. Are you sure they're bots? I'm just kidding. So now my Archmage is playing again. Yeah, the thing is, I start off in gold, and then when I get to diamond, because I don't have a max diamond deck, I just let the bot take over. Ban real players. I realize that I'm being hypocritical by running a bot. I own that. No, I'm not trying to call out hypocritical nature, Luthien. That's not what I was getting at. We're all doing it, right? We complain about bots, and then the true thing is that, like, if you can't beat them, join them, right? So, hold on. What did I get here? Sweet. Okay. So I guess I can tease that I did something for Splinterlands recently around the Immortalis Summoner, so hopefully that'll get put out soon. Oh yeah, Matt totally snapped yesterday on the boss. Like, he did, right? Nobody, like, other people saw that too. Okay, so I thought that was interesting. I'll leave it at that. Turning off Battle API has nothing to do with centralization. You can still decentralize the website. It's centralized right now. KQ Forever, do you really want the community deciding who should play? Scary. Matt's approach to bots may be hated by most, but in a future decentralized game, that is the way. Can't stop the bots. KQ Forever, again, like, I get it, and I know where your concern lies. It's just like, if the okay. Let me think this through. The team wants a decentralized game. The team wants the game and decision making within itself to be decentralized, right? So you have two kind of, not even parallel, they're like perpendicular things. They want the community to be deciding how the game is operated, right? That's where they're moving towards. And they want, in the long run, for the game to be decentralized. Well, if they're moving to a place where the community gets to decide what kind of game it is, and the community is saying, well, we want a decentralized game, but we want it to be within certain parameters, it's kind of like, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're never willing to give control to the community of how the game is actually run, then the game will never get decentralized on the x-axis, right? It'll always stay decentralized on the y-axis, because it's like, well, we want the game itself to be decentralized. But if the governance of the game is never going to be able to decide whether or not the game is decentralized or not, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm probably not explaining this right. And I'm using like weird, math angles and stuff. So I get where you're coming from, but it kind of is like they want their cake and to eat it too, which I never got. Like, why would you get cake and then not eat it? Like, who like, why would you fight so hard for cake and then not be able to eat it? That sucks. We might not be able to completely stop the bots, but why make it easier for them? Community just needs to stop bringing anti-bot hate from Web 2 over to Web 3. I don't know if that's going to happen. In my opinion, bots are worse in Web 3 than Web 2. In Web 2, bots took away the fun. In Web 3, they take away the fun and the value. Amen to that, says Stock Jockey. Stock Jockey, Happy New Year, my friend. Good to see you here. And for everyone using Archmage, they add value to the game by allowing people to stay in it rather than burning out and selling off. That is a good way to look at it. Can you imagine if we weren't able to bot our accounts and we actually had to go in and grind and play every day? Nobody would do it. Nobody would do it. Nobody would do it because it's just not worth your time. And the game, I'm sorry to say, I love the Splinterlands game, but it's not that fun. And it gets super repetitive after a while, especially if you're just going up against bots. So that is an interesting way to look at Archmage or Splintermade or Xbot. It's just greater amplification, both the good and the bad. If the KYC mode doesn't have ECR, I will vote for it. No, I think the KYC mode should still have ECR. And I think players should have to decide where they want to spend their ECR, either in the new game for less reward, or in the KYC for less rewards, or in the non-KYC. I'm all for certain aspects of the game to be segregated off by KYC and whatnot. Yeah, see, okay, I think we can agree to this, KQ Forever. I think that there should just be parallels. I think that there should be options, and then you'll get people to decide with their time and with their energy, right? Meaning ECR. So if they choose to all go into this new thing, sure, a lot of the earnings might still get eaten up by bots, but at least you have a game that people want to engage with, right? And then you put the decision on them. Like, do they want to earn more and play in the decentralized area that has bots, or do they want to earn less and actually have fun? I think the team puts a premium on account and transaction numbers for capital raise and marketing. That is why they lean towards having bots. Just an assumption on my part, though. The Chuny, what's going on, Chuny? I don't disagree that they've definitely used the inflated bot numbers to help with their marketing angle. I wish the bear sentiment wouldn't cast shade on the dev team via speculation like that. KQ Forever, I don't know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to Chuny, but you're right. It is speculation, but you can't deny the fact that the numbers look better because they're inflated by bots. And you see those numbers then get paraded around through official channels, which it's like, if you didn't know any better, it sounds awesome, but we all know better, right? So it kind of feels a little cringe sometimes. I was guaranteed 0 copies and I get 3 regular foils. Congrats, Eric. Looks like you'll be playing in silver at the least. So blockchains usually have proof of something as a way to balance a secure project. ETH is proof of stake. BTC is proof of work. Chia is proof of time and space. What's Chia? Genopets is proof of movement. You know, Baron, I never got into Genopets. Is it still alive? Is Solana dead yet? I'm not new, although I rarely catch your streams. You're Tuga Champ from Twitch. Tuga Champ, what's going on? It's so good to see you here. Wait, Tuga Champ, can I test my memory? If I remember correctly, and if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. This just shows that I'm an ignorant American. I believe you're from Portugal. Is that where you're from? Because I stopped streaming on Twitch like a year ago, but I just want to know if I have that memory right for some reason, if that is what it is. All right, how would you describe Swimmerland's proof of saltiness? Yeah. I like Aggie's approach. Again, it might be a little too ideological, but was it proof of time, proof of skill, and proof of stake? Time, skill, and stake. I forgot what he says, but yeah. What's up, Rift Summoner? I don't run bots. I play all my games, so not all of us use them. I don't run bots. I play all my games, so not all of us use them. Okay, fair enough, Andrew Johnson. You are a purist, and I respect you for it. Baron, its cornerstone is built around proof of staking SPS, in my opinion. Yes, SPS is proof of stake. What's up, Alex? Hope you had a good New Year. I hope you had a good one, too. To Andrew's point, well, actually, not to Andrew's point, but to kind of compound on that. I know I use him as an example all the time, and he's not here to talk about it himself, but Darkest Night, to me, represents... he represents the avatar of what this game should be going for. All right. He put in way more money into this game because he loved the game. And I know we've talked about this in the past, but the fact that he is now so disengaged from it speaks volumes to where the direction that the team has gone in a negative light. Right. So I don't know. I always look at that as a gauge, because it's just like he was the perfect player. And now he bots his account and he plays other games. He still likes Splinterlands and he still talks about it. But to KQ Forever's point, right? If there wasn't any Archmage and he was forced to play, I wonder if he would have burned out. I don't know. Because he loves to play other games. And he loves that he has his time back now, which means he didn't actually love playing Splinterlands all that much. I know I'm speaking for him now. Sorry, Darkest Night, if you watch this. But it'd be interesting to dive into that more with him. I saw that he got really frustrated, I think because they made it clear the bots are okay, but then people keep saying remove it. Yeah, team wants to be removed and we do it all day lazy. Huh? What? I hear you, After Sound. If majority voted to get rid of bots, though, DAO through the DAO, then we should honor the decentralized. That's what I'm trying to get at, Rift Summoner. So thank you. Yeah, it's just like they want the community to make decisions, right? They're moving towards that, and if the community really wants this, then shouldn't we at least have like a conversation about it? And I'm not saying to get rid of the decentralized game. I'm just saying that like we need to create like a parallel or something. Like make the people in the game, give them something. No, you're totally wrong. They always say that the DAO controls how SPS works in the game. The company still decides how the game runs. So the argument about bots is straight up BS. Interesting. Okay. Happy New Year to you too, Stock Jockey. I agree with Keiki forever. If I did not have Archmage, I would have exited way back. The bot farms should and can be stopped for the survival of the game's economy. Where there is a will, there is a way. Well, there's definitely no will right now. At least not from the team. Any platform that has voting means votes are tabulated. Tabulation of votes is a centralized function. Using BTC as an example, there's no voting of anything. Proof of stake is centralization too. Chuny, are you a Bitcoin maxi with me? Are you a Bitcoin maxi with me? That's so awesome. Yeah. I think the crypto market, if we want to get real bearish, I think the real crash for crypto ends up happening when Ethereum gets taken over by a state or a government. When they decide that what's the market cap for Ethereum right now? Hold on, let's have some fun with this. The market cap for Ethereum, as it currently stands, is 150 billion. That's tiny. Think about if the US government really wanted to take over Ethereum right now, they could just print a ton of money and then buy 51% of all Ether that exists. And then they would control it. They would essentially control it. And then think about any other government that wants to like essentially take control of Ethereum. This is again, maybe I'm wrong, but this is where the Bitcoin maxi in me agrees with proof of work over proof of stake. But Chuny, I think that's an incredible point. You're talking to Chuny. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Eventually, we will become truly decentralized and bots will just cease to exist in our space. If they want to eliminate bots, they should make sure the game is so much fun that people will make time for it despite with all the craziness happening. Yeah, well, they are definitely working towards that, don't you think? They're trying to implement some new features. I think the battle pass will be cool, new game modes, new stuff. So Genopets is awesome. You should do it. Okay, Luthien and Baron, I'm going to reach out to you guys about it. How much money is it going to cost me? Can I start for free? Because I'm really not in the let's spend more money in crypto right now phase of the bear market. But I'm happy to start a new game and start doing it for free. I don't even care about the earnings. If it's fun and it's worthwhile, I'll do it. Have you seen MIRM, by the way? It looks really good. No, I have not. What is MIRM? Genopets is still alive and doing well. Chi is another blockchain. It's advertised as a better Bitcoin. Don't shoot the messenger, Bitcoin bros. No, okay. So I describe myself as a non-toxic Bitcoin maxi, right? Like I think there's incredible innovation happening across the crypto space, and the toxic Bitcoin maxis, they just shoot all of it down. And I don't necessarily agree with that because it's like there's some interesting things happening across the space. It's just, I believe that all of it eventually, if it truly is trying to be decentralized, I believe all of it eventually ends up on Bitcoin and on layers, second, third, fourth, fifth layers of Bitcoin rather than these other blockchains, which, proof of stake. I probably sound super bearish right now. I'm probably super Bitcoin maxi, but it's just like proof of stake will be taken over at some point. So I don't know. And I think that'll be a defining moment. Now, maybe it won't, maybe ETH will always be decentralized or whatever the case is, but yeah. Oh, guys, hold up. Give me 1 second. My leg's getting numb. I'm just sitting too much. And the stream is only like an hour and 15 minutes in. What's going on? All right. So I'm literally kneeling on the floor right now just to try and get some blood back into my blood flowing in my body. TMI. Oh, I was correct. Look at that. Tuga Champ from Portugal. Look at that. My memory isn't as terrible as I thought it was. It's good to have you here, man. Actually, Tuga Champ, I'm curious. Not that I'm like asking you to be on more live streams, but I'm curious as to know what time would be better for you if I were to live stream, because I've been trying to add more random days here and there outside of like the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday schedule. I don't think proof of time / participation and proof of skill is applicable in the current state. Fair enough. I like the proof of movement though. As to the game mechanics, it needs to be improved. How is it that Kelly had such a high win rate, etc.? Because she has some awesome monsters. Game is back up. Immortalis is claimable. All right, Immortalis is not a very good summoner. KQ Forever was not casting shade or saying it is a bad thing. Just think account and transaction numbers are factors they are considering. That's a good point. My bot is better than yours. Agree with you on that, Chuni, but just didn't like that you were saying there was intent allowing for the bots, that factor. Fair enough. All right. They said from day one, it's because they're focused on building a game with decentralization in mind, where no one party controls who plays. I do respect that, KQ Forever. I genuinely do. It's just they can do that while building additional layers of the game where their current player base, and let's be real, their customers giving them money to operate want to have. So I'm not saying to get rid of it. I'm just saying that there need to be like alternative parallels that are created. And over time, let the market then choose, right? Let the player base and the market choose where they would want to spend their time. But that option will always exist so that a decentralized version of this game always exists. The SEC said staking can be a security. SEC and CFTC have said Bitcoin is a commodity. If ETH is a security, it changes the pricing of all cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are different than BTC. Yeah. That's actually my favorite thing that I've been championing lately with a lot of my conversations. There's Bitcoin and then there's crypto. And Bitcoin is Bitcoin is the innovation. Crypto is just full of scams. All right, just kidding. For all you other folks out there, Gina Pets is start for free. Amazing. I'll have to dig up my old Solana wallet somewhere. Actually, no, I don't have to. I actually still play Stepin not every day, but whenever I feel like going out for a walk. Yep. All I'm saying is this is not the time to ban bots. I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually saying let's not even ban bots. I'm saying let's just create a human safe space. I sent the link above to Merm YouTube channel. Rift Summoner, I'm sorry, but I don't get links here. I think this is just a YouTube protection thing, so links don't get posted in the chat. MIRM. Let me see if I can search it up. Nope, it's not Mirum Pharmaceuticals, unless they're coming out with a game. MIRM on YouTube. This looks like a cool game. There's a lot of Filipino content creators making stuff about it. I'll check it out. KQ Forever, you're totally right. They want it so anyone can play. The DAO vote does not get to decide if we can ban bots. The company does. Agree there, Harris. 100% bots are good and bad, and people are just too salty to even care about the good because we like to hate on things when we're not prospering. Fair enough. It's an MMORPG NFT. That game is pretty new. Again, it looks pretty from what I'm seeing here. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like somebody's going to come in and steal the spotlight. And it's just like if Splinterlands is spending too much of their time playing catch up or fixing things, again, baggage is relevant, and people don't want to deal with baggage. I mean, we're dealing with it, but that's because there's a sunk cost fallacy for us already. Someday Splinterlands will be just Xbot versus Archmage versus Splinter Knight versus Immortal Gods. Clevin, I think that someday is today, actually. Wilson, what's up? Splinterlands brought Aftersound to his knees. I want to be a BTC maxi, but all my money is invested in Splinterlands. Well, you know, when I talk about taking ice cream money, I mean, part of that goes towards BTC. So, you know, take some of the fake money and then turn it into real money, is my opinion. Play the game, earn some rewards. You can reinvest some of that, but take some of it out. Straight from the SPS white paper, the primary purpose and utility of the SPS token within will be participating in governance. Splinterlands plans to introduce. Yeah, I mean, they do want it right now. Governance is only for SPS, but they do want to get it so that this entire game becomes decentralized, owned, and governed by SPS stakeholders. Gotcha. And I do agree. I'm assuming act and transaction numbers influence the teams. Team on thoughts about bots. Oh, so okay, we're on the last point. A governance voting system into the game platform that will allow players holding staked SPS to vote for or against. Okay, cool. Thanks for that, Tails. So am I the only one here talking against bots who actually plays his accounts manually and will never use bots? No. I think there's one other person in here that doesn't use bots. Ghostly BG. Where's Andrew Johnson? He doesn't use bots either. You may be the only two. Oh no, I spilled water on my keyboard. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. Cool to be here too. For me, it varies. I'm also working at the office more now, so I have less time to watch. All right, fair enough. The key being to vote for or against different changes to the game. Tails, how many times have they changed the summit from the white paper? Matt has repeatedly said the DAO controls how the SPS works. Yeah, this is something that actually bothers me though, Tilly Tuts. You know, I respected the team when they followed the white paper, and then it's like governance came out, and so now the white paper means nothing. And so people who are arguing about like player staking this and that, like I think the team very clearly said yesterday that they have no idea how players. That is a jab. They have not fully defined how player staking will work, right? And so that sucks. Because I respected this team when they were following the white paper, and now it just seems like anything and everything is up for debate, which again, I'm not the biggest fan of. That's not to say that I don't think the team has the best interest in mind. It just, you know, Chuni will understand. It just rubs me the wrong way as a Bitcoin maxi. Claim your immortality on stream, please. I feel you'll get a gold foil. All right, you really want me to? I was gonna do a separate video for it like I normally do, but I guess I'll just clip it later. I'm working, I'm listening, and I agree with everyone about everything because I have multiple personalities. Bobby with the real thing right now. What made me impressed was hearing new people earning $40+ a day. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. When SPS goes up in price, that's gonna be the best marketing. So get that flywheel rolling. So you're saying the game is centralized and run by a whim of a single developer. As Aftersound said previously, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Got to choose one to be the mantra. All right, now I want cake. Merm is also free to play. Let's go. $40+ per day, free to play. It sounds too good to be true. I'm checking it out. Oh, wait. Oh, you were talking about Merm. Okay. But I was serious on that doesn't change anything about SPS. If SPS goes up, look at this. Look at this. Merm. Okay. Rift Summoner is checking out a new game because you can hear that you can make $40+ a day right now. This is in a bear market. And now Rift Summoner is here doing free grassroots marketing for a different game, talking about how you can earn this value over there. This is why I'm saying like the earnings are the best marketing. And I know people disagree with that, but this is why it's important to get SPS back up. Merm also has a governance decentralized DAO, just like SPL. Cool. I do watch most of your videos. Oh, well, thank you. That's not what I was getting at, but I appreciate you. I don't use bots on Splinterlands. Kazark is not using bots. All right, there you go. This is the no bots crowd. All right, something is wrong with my leg. Level. Levi 8 just beat me in a battle, and he has 180,000 collection power. I don't use bots. Gather Magic doesn't use bots. Icy Flow doesn't use a bot. Well, other than Splex for Renting. No, we're talking about game bots. All right, so all of the non-bot users are out in force. The game is centralized right now. You're saying it decentralized right now? All right, I don't think you're talking to me. Great, happy to hear that, actually. I don't use bots, but I have stopped playing and just rent out now. Well, that is the other option. I don't use bots on my main account, but... Well, actually, Chris, I'm curious. Will you choose to bot your account if you don't want to play but want to earn the Soulbound reward cards? I don't use bots on my main account, but if I didn't have bots on my alt, these cards would have been sold a long time ago. Bots keep my assets in the game from being dumped. I've never got an airdrop before, but got two with Immortalis. This is actually airdrop was I was least excited for. Well, congrats, Matt Strat. What's up, Aaron Kennedy? Good to see you here. Find me another sustainable game in Web3. It's like finding a dodo bird. New games thus far don't have a solution for sustainable economies. Okay, so KQ, let me give some respectful pushback here. Can't you make the same argument that Splinterlands is not a sustainable economy? Like, again, just be objective for a minute here. Imagine you are looking at this game from the outside in, considering if you want to get in. You hear everybody complaining about it. You hear about the bots. I think that people hear about Splinterlands, they look into it, and then they run as far as they can. Because we talk about it being sustainable. We talk about the tokenomics being awesome in the future if we can ever get it right. But we're clearly not there yet. So you're saying once we get the flywheel going, I think it's very sustainable. Yeah, but how do I not sound too bearish here? Once we get the flywheel going, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, I love this game. Once we get the flywheel going, is still very much an if, not a when. It's very much an if. So there is speculation that everybody is still doing right now because they love the game, they love the project, they're emotionally attached to it, or they have sunk cost fallacy, right? So I don't use bots on my main and probably never do. Don't like giving the posting keys. I've botted one alt though. All right, cool. Money doesn't grow on trees. The bubble will burst. I would say that it's in the process of being burst right now. To make use of the cards, depends on the cards. If they're really good, I may play again. Fair enough. Or here's the thing, you could just wait it out. You could just wait it out until they go out of print and then buy them. Once you get the flywheel going, I think it's very sustainable. Okay. Oh, yeah, we talked about that already. You can't. Darkest Knight mentioned that he plays Murph 4. He did mention that. Oh, is this same or similar game? Very cool. I bought both of my accounts with Splintermate because I work 60 plus hours a week. I turn off the bot on my main in the weekends when I can play. I also play my own brawls. I also invest between 200 to 400 a month. Very cool. Everything's an if though. Fiat money is an if, but it's still relied upon as legitimately functional. Yeah, again, sure. Yes, everything is an if. Everything is just made up. But the US dollar has way more application to it and way more reliability to it and legitimacy. Legitimacy is not the word I want to use, but reliability and utility and function to it than SPS and DEC, right? SPS and DEC, just like the US dollar, only have value because a select amount of people have decided that it has that value. If that group of people continues to go lower and lower, right? Just like we've seen with other countries' fiat currencies around the world, they will go somewhere else. And I'm telling you, they're already starting to go somewhere else. Now, again, I have a lot of faith and hope in Splinterlands and the team and what they're trying to do. I'm just trying to give a little pushback. All right, money comes from trees though, at least cash. All right, I need this tree. I need to plant this tree in my backyard. You guys tell me where I can get the seeds. Actually, no, I'm gonna buy the tree already made because I can't wait 18 years. Blank ship, you're Dwayne's cousin, right? Whoa, we got Dwayne's family in the house. Let's go. The flywheel also needs demand to get and keep going. Attractive earnings bring demand. See, this is the chicken and the egg problem, right? Because we need to burn. Well, I guess it's not a chicken and the egg. If you make cool stuff, what they're relying on here. Okay, here's the thing with the flywheel. I don't know that it's necessarily going to be like new players coming in. Oh, Matt just posted about the DEC Soulbound reward. Everyone, the Soulbound DEC option was preferred over the transferable DEC option by a wide margin. 31 million staked to 11 million staked in the informal poll announced here yesterday. So the proposal has been updated to indicate that if approved, DECB will be soulbound and will not be transferable or sellable like the credits token. The proposal will be put up for voting shortly. We feel that this quick and dirty method for measuring stakeholder feedback proposal during the discussion period worked rather well. We plan on utilizing it in the future until a more polished solution can be developed. Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm glad that they did that. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about the soulbound. I'm talking about the fact that they just did this kind of like informal poll. I hope that they can do more of that to just be quicker in the future, and get direct, immediate community feedback. That to me is awesome. Now, moving over to the soulbound DEC option. I didn't vote for this. I had my finger over the mouse, the mouse over the thing, and I had my finger on the clicker, but I don't know. I just decided not to vote because I didn't know if I felt that strongly about soulbound, but I am happy that it won out. So that's good enough to me. 42 million SPS voting on it, though, seems rather small. I don't know if the whales were able to get in and, have their voices heard. Technically, American money is mostly linen. I'm everyone's cousin. Flywheel is the new trending word everywhere. I'm telling you, flywheel is the word of 2023. I don't know who's complaining about it last stream, but it is going to be the word of 2023. I don't see how soulbound cards become unbound after print run changes anything. They'll just get dumped all at once. Chris West, I was just talking about this. If they need to be unlocked with DEC, then I don't think they're going to be dumped en masse. They'll only be dumped if the demand is there, and they will have a floor price. This is good. Fully agree on your perception of fiat money. I think we all do here. I was providing an example of loose concept of what's functional versus what's failing in practice, but fiat isn't going to die. Correct. I mean, too many people believe in fiat. My worry is that not enough people believe in SPS and DEC. And I think that's a legitimate fear because that goes for like every project out there, especially in a bear market. Good. I voted for that as well. There you go. I voted for Soulbound too. Cool. Well, look at that, guys. Your voices are being heard. Changing it to Soulbound is great. Wasn't necessary in my opinion, but the community wanted it, and it's cool they did. Now let's hope the vote passes. Yes. So here's the thing. My only worry with this is that it doesn't get as much traction as people are hoping that it does, right? Like I want this to sell out like right away. And then I want them to do another one for another 4 billion DECB, right? I want all of the DEC gone and just sitting in DECB, and for everybody here to just whine about it until land comes out, or use it on the guild and guild alliances. But yeah, that'd be great. Splinterlands just need to give the bigger slice of the pie to everyone instead of bot lords and fix the mobile game, just like how Mero did. $1 SPS, good tokenomics. God, I would love $1 SPS. I don't know that's sustainable though. And $1 SPS at this point is like $1 billion market cap, which I don't think we can realistically achieve. At least not at the current moment. And you guys. Like, for example, Axie Infinity is only 735 million market cap. We're not looking fully diluted, but we're looking at current market cap. So I think a $1 SPS is a fantasy. At least for the time being, we'd have to burn a ton of SPS. I mean, Gala is only at 150 million. Where's SPS? SPS is at... Oh, hold on. Sorry, I know I'm not looking on this screen. But I don't trust CoinGecko because I don't think they have all the info. Close. Ooh, I have an unclaimed airdrop. That sounds cool. All right, well, let's close that. Oh, we're at 21 million market cap. Well, that's interesting. And DEC gets burned when you use it to buy DEC. Yes, it is a great thing because here's the thing. Now, if DECB is soulbound and we're going to burn a ton of DEC, that DECB will not then be tradable for anything else. My worry and my fear was that DECB was going to be too similar to DEC, right? Because it's like in order to rent cars, in order to do things, you need DEC. Like that's where a lot of the volume I think for DEC ends up happening. Again, not market volume, but just like in-game volume for DEC. So if the bots continue renting, if the bots, we continue renting or whatever the case is, that's going to be great. I just hope that they can implement it for guild building soon because I think that's going to be an immediate opportunity. Maybe I'll start taking SPS for design work to show my conviction. Ooh, that's an interesting way to do it. All right, I'm ready to sit back on my chair, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a lot of pain, guys. All right, I wonder what Foyer feels about this. He did say it's whale food. He seems pretty sure it won't be soulbound. Well, I mean, at the time it wasn't supposed to be soulbound, but now it is. I'll ask him. I sold all my SPS at 7 cents and don't intend to buy until it's below a penny. I think DECB will be used as an exit strategy for large voucher positions. At least the first tranche will be, in my opinion. Yeah, that's probably a good way to look at it. But you know what? If it gives vouchers some utility, and then here's the important thing, Chuny, actually that I really like about this is now that DEC cannot get that DECB cannot get dumped back on the market. This could actually be really big because it's going to burn a ton of vouchers. It's going to burn a ton of DEC, hopefully. Yeah, I like it. I don't think we'll ever get to $1 SPS unless we burn a lot. Agreed. I didn't know Axie was still going, honestly. It's been so long since I've heard something about them. Yeah, they're still there. I sold all my SPS at the very top, sold it from the beginning, even until now. I sell a little bit every day now, and I plan to continue that even into a bull run. Wasn't Axie in the billions on market cap? Dang, that game died fast. It was in the billions. But yeah. See you later, Rip Summoner. It's a legitimate fear that SPSDs who won't make it, but that's why it's great to see elements of the flywheel actually working already. As DEC decreases, DEC supply decreasing faster and faster. Actually, let's go check that. So this is good to see. We're seeing a lot more. I'm not saying that much burned, but God, we need to burn way more than 2 billion. Or actually, the max that this thing can burn is only 1.6 billion. What it is going to burn more of probably is vouchers. And there's no way there's only 3 million vouchers. Just got a gold foil Immortalis with 2 minimum airdrops. Congratulations. Hi, Mastrat. 7.8 million DC disappeared over the past 3 days. Actually, you know what? There's a better way to track this. Here it is. So over the past 3 days, we've burned 10 million. Over the past 7 days, again, this actually includes the This includes the end of season, I believe. So that's why this is less. But you know, on the whole, like DC is getting burned, and I'm glad that the sinks, or sorry, faucets are done for it. Why are you in pain? I have this like lingering injury in my leg and hip area. Thanks for asking. Need a standing desk? Standing desk would probably help. I think sitting too much is just getting to me. So, but usually it's not an issue. It's just, I don't know, the last couple of days I think I like tweak something. I got 170 plus vouchers laying around. I will probably burn some. There you go. Is Byzantinus and Business Kitty the same person? Yes, I believe it's just 2 accounts for the same person who's a team member. Just finished switching my 400k SPS to 320k GLX. No more SPS for me. Also, my DEC, which cost me 16k, was sold off for less than half the price, and all going to GLX. Wow, okay. Somebody is bullish on GLX. Same black hole. Oh, that's already past noon for me. All right. I think I'll probably close out the stream soon, just because I got some things I need to take care of. It's gonna be a busy day. Plus, we've already been live for almost 2 hours. So let's go ahead and hear. I'm not gonna claim it here, guys. Sorry. I just want to make a separate video for it. It'll just be easier and cleaner rather than having to go back in and clip it out. Unless you guys really, really want to see me claim it now. But otherwise, let's see. There were a couple other things that they were adding in, right? Did they put out the release notes? Check updates. Maintenance is now complete. All right, let's open up the release notes. Oh, Rooney, you can set your Rooney as your avatar. We can do that. Oh yeah, check it out. Let's go. Holy Tuna in the house. Amazing. It's so tiny. Nobody will be able to see it. We're finding a brawl. Awesome. All right, hold on. Let me check. All right. 170. I'm stuck with 2,400 vouchers. Wow. I'm waiting till they go up to $20 again. State of survival. You might be waiting for a long time, my friend. Byzantinus, Byzantine Kitty, Kittens, Bobcat. Wow. He has a lot of accounts. No, I took my GLX and moved it over to DEC. We'll single-handedly get the flywheel going eventually. There you go. Need to burn some of this DEC. We really want to see you claim it now. Thanks for streaming. Hope you had a happy New Year's. I would kind of like to see you claim it now. All right, let's claim it. I'll just clip the end of the video then. Put a poll for it. All right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and claim it. Where is it? Here we go. Shop. You airdrop. All right. So I'm guaranteed only 2 packs. Sorry, with the amount of packs, I'm only guaranteed 2. Let's go ahead and check what we ended up getting. Come on. Be something good. Be something good. I just want to play in. Oh, we got a gold foil again. All right. Well, I have to thank you guys for the good luck. I was just hoping to get enough to be able to play in silver or in gold. But we did get enough for silver, and then we got a literal gold foil card. Amazing. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I am probably going to have to sell this on the market because gold foil is just too pricey for my tastes. I'm not going for a gold foil deck, and I would rather just max out as much as I can. So how much are they going for right now? But thank you guys for pushing me to do it here. It ended up being way more fun. 72. Wow, everybody's trying to flip these, huh? Sell it now. How much are the regular foils going for? $10. kind of want to buy like a bunch right now. They won't be $10 forever, right? Wait, how many do I need? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this right now. Anybody want an OTC deal for Immortalis? I need 11. No, yeah, I need 11 BCX. I have 3 so far. So I need 8 more BCX, and they're going for $10 each. Or almost $11. All right, sorry, let me catch up with what you guys are saying. It's cheap. I don't see it worth selling. I just claimed gold foil Immortalis. Nice. Sell it now before it goes down. That's great. You deserve it given. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Chuny. Thank you. Chuny, I need to get back to you. I think you sent me a message, right? Let's get moving on this fun stuff. Appreciate what you're doing. It's just not a good summoner. That looks like desperation to me. Why is it desperation? Hey, what's up, Dwayne? Did you comment on Matt's suggestion? DEC leaderboards are rewards. Not a problem. Thoughts? Yeah, somebody mentioned my name in the thing. I thought that was funny. I'm not tied to that idea, Dwayne. And it sounds like they're doing an overhaul anyway. I was just trying to find other ways in which we can fix the leaderboard issue. And I'm not even looking at the leaderboard issue as what's that called? Like a DEC faucet. I'm actually looking at it as like a DEC. No, sorry, not a DEC, but just like there's almost like this anti-competitive nature to it. So I wonder if people wouldn't be trying as hard, or they wouldn't just bot their accounts if it ended up being soulbound. But I guess, botting is prevalent, so it doesn't really matter at that point. It's the worst one so far, so $10 makes sense. You're right. Just rent the gold, wait for the bull. Really? Correct. They won't be $9. Likely nine likely soon. All right, well, I guess I'll just wait. Sell them all. Hello, Dwayne. Feeling better? Dwayne, were you not feeling well? I hope you're feeling better, my friend. Oh, shoot. No. Stop it. This stupid rent golem's trying to rent them all out right away. I kind of don't want it. I kind of just want to sell it and get a maxed. Oh, 67. Somebody's already. I'm willing to take 70. If somebody is willing to buy it for 70, I'm going to post it on for 70. Because then that'll get me roughly 10 BC. 7 BCX plus the 3. So that'll get me to 10 BCX. I'll just need one more for a max copy. But, let's see what it is. Sell it now or pass it to your grandkids. Why is renting them? Oh, I think it's just on. So it just goes through, checks regularly, and rents cards. Sell the gold foil while it's still high. Wait for your regular foil to go down until you can max yours. Man, I can't believe it's going for less than $10. I actually don't think it's that bad. I mean, people thought that it was better than Possibilis, didn't they? Competitiveness is important in my opinion. I actually think the leaderboard prizes should be higher, not lower. Interesting, Shopboy. I just don't. I don't know. Then there just has to be a better way to not allow it to just be botted all the way to the top, which is what it is right now. Sell are your cards. I think you meant all. Is there any data that shows how much potions influence improvements? Curious on how much land potions will make plots better. I don't know. I would assume it's just a law of averages thing, Chuny. How come it didn't rent the rest of your DEC? Oh, my deck? No, my deck is rented out right now. Or a big some of the cards are on cooldown. As you can see here, I actually ran my ECR down to like 19% the other day. Just because I have a lot of work. I've had a lot of work to do today, tomorrow, and then I'm flying to Chicago. So I figured I would rent the cards out for a bit and then turn the bot back on at some point. There's no like rhyme or reason to this outside of me just wanting to do it. I do want to see though what my deck is worth in terms of rentals on the market for an extended period of time, because the rewards have gotten kind of garbage. Seldom buy Max Summoner from CL or even Rift Watchers. It's not a very good summoner. And while there are 0 scenarios where I can see me playing Immortals, frankly. Maybe in Modern, I have no idea about that format, but in Wild, it's a hard pass. Interesting. Yeah, well, there's definitely a lot more options in Wild. I mean, Renin is there. Who else is there? Oh, I don't know that I would play it behind Liana, though. Immortals is a great counter to Wrath. I feel like it's a good counter to Wrath, Kelia, what's her name? Lux Vega, TWD Frodo. I agree about leaderboards, but I think account should have to move up instead of punching below their weight. Fair enough. The lightning makes me think that it was intended to have double strike. That would have been cool. You come back to Chicago so soon. Yeah. I didn't. I couldn't do like 2 weeks in Chicago as much as I wanted to. So I had to do this whole back and forth. But I'm heading back to Chicago for a wedding this week. I was just talking to Baron about it earlier. I'd love to see you guys, but I feel like every day is already booked up for me. It's a family wedding, so. Sure, the rating inflation needs to be fixed first, and I would make the league lower. Let's all go to Alaska. What's in Alaska? Did mine really sell? No, it didn't. Don't get me pumped like that. Part of me feels like if this drops below $10, I should just buy them and then sell it later. Plenty of silence in Earth, but Avoid Summoner is pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, sold. Wait, did it really sell? How come I haven't seen that? Oh, I have a ton more DEC. So maybe it did sell. Yep, looks like it. All right, let's do a little shopping. Ooh, $10. Ooh, actually, let's go to Monster Market. I like my 3% cash back. $10. Yep, I'll take you. And I know people are saying it's going to go down to 9. If it does, that's great. I'll buy more then. Right now, anything that drops to $10, I think I'll grab it. Somebody picked it up before me. Oh, get out of my face. All right. I'll grab these two. Because I wonder if $10 is going to be the threshold that we see. Our Faded Glory plays. Is that a new summoner? You are not new here, Faded Glory, but I haven't seen you in a while. Happy New Year. I hope all is well. Monster Market is the best. Rank Golem gives 5% cash back when you buy there. Huh, I did not know that. Interesting. All right, wait, did we buy them? I think we did, right? Someone's fighting my team. Let's watch. Ooh, brawl. All right, I'm gonna make you watch the brawl with me. This looks very similar to my team. Oh no, actually, this could get interesting. There's a lot more distractions for them than there are, but we shall see. Ooh. Oh, the cripple's gonna do it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, at least we got this one. I feel happy doing something positive for my team. Just being a good team member, you know? Boom shakalaka. That's actually one of my favorite cards, gladiator cards. I forgot what his name is, but oh, I'm gonna watch this one too. I want to see how I did. I think I'm running into issues internet-wise. Oh, I like this card too. I think that. Oh, it's not gonna mess me up because we got the amplify and he gonna kill himself. Oh, but he missed. Interesting. All right, now he's gonna kill himself. Boom shakalaka, and then we just do that. Oh, look at that! I'm 2-0 in the guild. I'm playing in silver too, because somebody took my gold one. What neutral card is that? What are we talking about? GG's. Oh, it's not a neutral card. It was a gladiator card. It's the water gladiator card. Like I said, it's one of my faves. This one is called Vorst. Yeah, I'm never gonna remember that name. But I like the opportunity. He pairs so well with the other monsters from Chaos Legion. I put the YT counter roll again. Amazing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do we have any more airdrops coming from the YGG? We might actually, but that's probably going to get sold for DEC and then distributed to the players. I'm sorry. I still need to do that for Possibilis as well. So I will get on that hopefully today if I can. Send me $10. I will send you one. You should make Brawl videos too. I enjoy watching Dwayne's Brawl videos. Well, maybe it's just me. I mean, if people want to see it, sounds good, Harris. Oh, never mind. It's a Brawl battle. I thought it was a new neutral card. Nope. Just the Brawl account. All right. I just want to check the marketplace again and see how this is looking. Oh, you were right. They did drop below $9 or $10. Damn, shouldn't have bought them. Where am I at though? Oh, get this off the market. Nobody's renting this right now. All right, I'm gonna grab at least one more so that I can play with it in gold. And then we'll see. Let me refresh the page. Summoner. $9.90. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm happy with 5 BCX for now. But log in. You log me out. Sorry, not 5 BCX, 6 BCX for now. As always, Aftersound buys the top. But Alex, I sold the top too. I got you, dude. In fact, here's the best part, Alex. I sold the top. I sold it for $70. And if they're going to go down for less than $10 now, then I get more than what I wanted out of it, actually. So if the majority of the rest that I buy are now under $10, then I am good to go. All right, I don't know. We're not really doing anything on the stream anymore. Oh, the Rooney avatar, 12 Chaos Legion, Airdrop, Tron Bridge retired. All right, doesn't seem like there's anything else major that they did. Cool. Let's go ahead and combine. I'm gonna combine and then instantly rent it out because I'm not playing right now. But it's all good. And guys, just another reminder, make sure you lock your cards. I wonder who bought my card. Who's out there trying to max these gold foils? My Explorer. Purchase by Aftersound. No, purchase by Steam Storage. I don't know who Steam Storage is. Interesting. Okay. We're good to go. Now, how much are they going for? Oh, they're holding at $70. I don't feel bad about selling at $70. In fact, I'm going to feel great about selling at $70 if the regular foils continue to dip. Like I said, if I can get 7 BCX out of the gold foil, that means just one more that I need to buy. And then I have a maxed Legendary Summoner. Actually, Possibilis is the only one that I have. So I have level 4 Possibilis. Thanks to Luthien, I have a level 3 Conqueror Yasek now. I have a level 3 Grandmaster Wraith, and I have an extra one. So I need 4 more BCX there. And this guy will eventually get it. I'm curious to see how well he'll be used in the meta now. And I wonder if he'll have more value. I wonder if he'll have more value in 6 months when Rebellion comes out and Untamed is no longer there. Because he'll always be a direct counter to both Queen Mycelia and Obsidian, which I think is great. And then are there any redemption cards in the neutral or Earth space? Virus, I don't know if you're still here, but I've been having a lot of fun with the Chat GPT as well lately. It's been fantastic. Abilities. What am I looking for? I forgot now. Oh, weekend. Oh, no, not weekend. Actually, well, while we're here, might as well. All right, so that's it for the new one. What about neutral? All right, so that's all we got. What are we looking for? Redemption. Starts with an R. There you go. Ooh, Vinari Spellsmith. But again, that's only at the highest levels. But that's interesting. All right. So nothing there. But imagine if one of the newer reward cards comes out with it. That'd be kind of cool. He replaces Unicorn Mustang and buffs everyone else when it's the mirror. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to think, like, it's just, to me, it makes the tanks way stronger for it makes obviously all the cards stronger, but it makes the tanks stronger. Like I'm not worried about Grund getting ripped through by magic. I'm not worried about my Mycelic Infantry getting ripped through with magic. So I think it does offer something there, which is cool. I'm working on ways to monetize that and other AI tech. Chat GPT's nuts. Glad you're having fun with it. Yeah, I know I was a little late to the game, but it's cool, man. I'm curious to see where it continues to evolve. ChatGPT is the most advanced AI systems ever created, and people use it to make pictures. Humans are funny. Well, we have to learn to crawl before we can walk. We'll get there. I mean, it's not perfect right now. That's the thing. We'll still get stuff messed up sometimes. I think Immortalis is good. Magic will always be strong. It's not the meta right now, but I'm sure it will be the meta again in the future. I mean, I think it's very much the meta. Let me ask you this. If you can only play Earth, for example, and you know your opponent only has Obsidian, right? As like a modern Earth summoner, is it better to play what's that called? Is it better to play? Yeah, it is better to play him, Immortalis, because you play him and you play, at least in gold, you can play Goblin Psychic, and all of a sudden, like, all of their magic monsters can't do anything. No actual damage. They can still stick Affliction or whatever. Dr. Black can still poison, but I don't know. It could be interesting. There's no other silence. Actually, I'm curious. Now I want to see if there's anything else that has silence. Oh, see, this dude has silence in modern format right now. Oh, and she has silence too. If you get up, man, yeah, this could be interesting. Again, it's super niche, which is why I think its value is very low. But I just feel like that's the way all summoners are eventually going to go. So, All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. We've been live for 2 hours. I got a bunch of things that I need to get to. But as always, I really, really enjoy the time we get to spend together. And I appreciate you guys choosing to spend that time with me. So thank you for hanging out. And I will see you all. I'm going to try and stream on Thursday. Again, I'll be in Chicago, but I'll see if I can hop on for a little bit in the morning. There's a bunch of like video ideas that I want to do just to cover for stuff from the town hall that I didn't get to with the main video. So if I get a chance, I'm going to try and do that before I travel. But otherwise, once again, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. I genuinely hope that 2023 is the best year of your life. I hope we can all leave 2022 behind. And yeah, I'm excited. You can hopefully tell I'm in a weird, loopy kind of mood, but I'm looking forward to it. Splinterlands and outside of Splinterlands, I think there's a lot of hopefully great things that'll happen this year, and hopefully in like 6 months we don't look back and we're like, oh, that didn't age well. The world went to shit in 2023, but you know, gotta have some kind of optimism. I will catch you all later. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see y'all soon, and yeah, we'll talk then. Oh, actually, I mean, if you want to see me again, I'll be live on Splinterlands TV in a little over 6 hours. So in about 6 hours and 20 minutes from now. So I will catch y'all later. But yeah, have a good one. Peace.